Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Joey Long, director of the DeWitt County Museum, our guest on the phone this morning. Good morning, Joey. How are you today?
Good morning, Seth. I'm good, and I hope everyone listening in is good, and I hope you're having a great day, too.
Yeah, for sure. Beautiful morning in Central Illinois. Can't beat it. And Joey, I know that you and I were catching up before we got started. Folks, if they're on Facebook, now I must confess, I am not one. I am not on Facebook. So, but they may have noticed that the DeWitt County Museum Facebook page has maybe had some issues in the last day or two. And so, from what I understand, you've had to start over. What is going on? What's the situation, Joey?
Well, not a great situation. So apparently at 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning, someone in North Carolina, I guess you would say, hacked into our Facebook accounts, both the museum account and the festival account. And this was some time ago, and we tried every avenue to regain access, and we simply could not. So we were forced to have no other option but to start a new Facebook page for the museum. So that was launched yesterday. You can find it under C.H. Moore Homestead and DeWitt County Museum. And the old page that we had for the museum, we had well over 3,000 followers, and well over 10,000 for the festival page. So we're building back up from zero, absolute scratch. When we set the page up yesterday, Seth, I have to tell you, it doesn't feel very good when you look at it and says you have 0 likes and 0 friends and 0 followers
and 0 posts and all that stuff. I mean, everything you had put out there is gone now.
Well, people can still get on there and see those things, but to be up to date on what's going on now and in the future, they would want to follow this new Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
But, I will say I'm so grateful to people. People are good. I put a post out there right before I left work yesterday, launched the new Facebook page, explained what had happened, and asked people, so please, we're starting over from scratch. So please like and follow us and, encourage your friends to do the same. And this morning when I got up, I did look, and so many people have shared it. And we have over 300 followers this morning when I got up. And so, people are good. People are supporting us and understanding the situation and helping us rebuild what we have lost. So I thank everyone. And if you've not had a chance yet to, see that post or, search for us on Facebook, please do that. Be sure to like and follow us. And please do share it and encourage your friends to do the same.
So you're on your way. Now, I understand, though, you're running into some trouble with the Apple and Pork Facebook page a little bit. What's going on there?
Yes, we're not quite sure what to do about that. So, the Apple and Pork Festival is, it's a trademark thing. And our page was under Apple and Pork Festival, just as it, to be spelled and whatnot. And the profile picture was always our trademark logo for the festival. And so we can't start a new Facebook page with the same name. So we're going to have to figure out how to work that out. So right now we have the museum page up and going and launched it yesterday. Festival page will follow. We just kind of have to figure out how to finagle our way through that, but we'll figure something out. And So I guess here's the new beginning.
Evidently. So putting all that out there today and hoping folks follow along. You know, what was it? Is it a matter of, can you reach out to like Facebook Tech and have them, recover the account for you or something of that nature? Like what types of avenues did you try to go down before you decided, you know what, we'll just start over and make it our own? How about that?
Well, that would be a very long list of things that we tried. And it's one of those things where just everything that could possibly go wrong as far as retrieving it was going wrong.
Oh, no.
So, several people worked on it, many who know a lot more about these things than I do. And it just wasn't going to work out. So,
well, that's just disappointing. So had to start over on the Facebook. That's too bad. Now, are you on other platforms at all, Joey? I guess this is a good opportunity to promote some of that. Are you on other platforms, say Instagram, Twitter, anything of that nature?
No, we're actually just on Facebook. There had been discussion in the past about maybe, expanding on that. Ironically, just days before this happened to us, I attended a webinar about social media and nonprofit organizations. And they had all the statistics there. I was kind of surprised. They said that Facebook, by far, according to them and their sources, is much more used by people, or at least people who might be interested in, a historic museum like our own, than those other platforms. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting. And that kind of doesn't surprise me, if I'm being honest. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Sure.
But I will say, I've missed not having that social outreach and connection, to all of our Facebook followers while we've been down. So I'm really happy that we're back up. And, there's always a lot of neat things that we put out there. Our Facebook page is really pretty active. And so, keep an eye out. We'll be posting a lot of interesting things. I like to include, artifacts of interest, upcoming events, announcements, just all kinds of things, So I am glad that we're going to be back up and interacting with people again in that way.
Do you worry, or you and the board at all, Joey, about, the compromise, infiltrating other areas, whether it be, financial ramifications or, whether it's security at the homestead itself? Do you worry about anything else, coming of this?
No, it doesn't seem that anything else was compromised in any way. So, of course, we're very grateful for that. Just a lot of headaches, I guess I would say. I just feel like if you have the skill and knowledge and intelligence, to do something like this, the Facebook page, you should probably use that talent for something a little more productive and better for the world.
Well said. Absolutely. And it's like, what is the appeal of a small town's, museum and historical sites Facebook page? What is the appeal in hacking that? What goes on there, that thought process, right?
I'm not really sure, but I will say, we are a small town museum, but with that many followers, and some Facebook pages have a lot of followers, but maybe the page itself isn't that active as far as putting stuff out there into the world, creating content,
Mm-hmm.
or the page does do that, but they don't get a lot of feedback as far as dialogue or commentary from the followers, right? In our case, with both of our pages, we did. So actually, once a year, especially with the festival page, when that would start to really ramp up, a couple of months before festival happening, I would actually have to verify with Facebook that, yes, indeed, we are a museum. We do exist. This is our page. Mm-hmm. Just because there's value in that, and because our page has so many followers and such a far reach, that Facebook, as a security measure, just wanted to make sure that, yes, we really are the DeWitt County Museum, and we really are the Apple and Pork Festival.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Can't be too careful in this day and age, for sure. So, well, Joey, just with that said, I mean, as you get a fresh start on that Facebook page, does that mean anything for you? I mean, any possibilities that perhaps starting a new Facebook page may offer that you didn't have before? How about that?
Nothing that I can really think of at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that part of my responsibilities as museum director, being the voice of the museum, whether it's on the radio or on the television in front of the tour or on Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we do a pretty good job as far as, putting out an assortment of content, I try to cover all aspects, and so there's nothing new I can think of that I would like to do as far as the Facebook page. But hey, if someone's out there listening and they're thinking, I'd like to see, maybe a few more biographical sketches about people from Clinton, or I'm interested in this particular building or something, drop me a line and let me know, and we'll see what we can do about that.
Sure. Great way to communicate with your supporters and community for sure. So what's the new Facebook page, Joey? One more time. How do folks find you? And we'll look forward to, what you can come up with for the Apple and Pork Festival, but that Facebook page for the museum, how do folks find it?
You can find that under under C.H. Moore Homestead and DeWitt County Museum.
Very good. Joey Long, director of the DeWitt County Museum and C.H. Moore Homestead, is our guest on the phone here for this morning. More to come on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.
Summer is here, and that means allergies, pink eye, rashes, and earaches. CEO Paul Skowron here from Warner Hospital and Health Services, here with the solution. Come to our walk-in clinic inside family medicine at Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton. From summertime allergies and rashes to earaches and even sports injuries, we're here to help and enable you to get better fast. No appointment, no problem at Warner Hospital walk-in clinic inside family medicine in Clinton.
I'm Len Casper, the voice of the White Sox Radio Network. The Sox are right here on 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, WHOW.
Sponsored by Warner Hospital and Health Services, Liberty Village. Love It Once More Thrift Store, Keith Wade, your country financial representative, all in Clinton, and ServPro of Piatt DeWitt counties, the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction.
Let's swing open the farm gate together every day on WHOW. I'm Stu Ellis, your host of the long-running agriculture feature called The Farm Gate. I bring the latest news and information on where agriculture is and where it's going to WHOW Ag listeners several times a day. From tariffs to treaties, from the Board of Trade to the running board on your truck, I cover Central Illinois agriculture every day on The Farm Gate. Hear it all on WHOW's many platforms on the radio or online. Join me, Stu Ellis, for The Farm Gate.
Hey, this is Todd Gleason from Illinois Extension here with a time change for our daily market report on WHOW. You can now catch our daily review of the commodity markets at 5:06 on all of WHOW's many platforms. You'll still hear all of our commodity analysts and weather professionals each afternoon, but at a brand new time. And you'll still hear the weekly wrap-up of the commodity markets right here on WHOW when Commodity Week airs Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. Remember the time change for the daily closing market report on WHOW at our new time, 5:06 p.m. weekdays.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Joey Long, director of the DeWitt County Museum, C.H. Moore Homestead, our guest on the phone for this morning. And Joey, I know at one point in one of our recent visits, you and I got a chance to discuss a special event coming up in October. Now, when we talked about it, not a lot was known, just what the event was. Tell us what it is and some of the details that you have about it now. How about those things?
Sure. So we're all set for this. So, as some of the listeners may or may not remember, we're doing something different at the museum throughout the month of October. So I very excited about this. I do not know of any other historic house museum that has ever completely restaged the entire house for a month. So during the month of October, we will be presenting Morning More. So people who come for daily tours will come, and the narrative, instead of introducing, focusing so much on the house and the people who live there and whatnot, it will take a different slant in the narrative. We'll be talking about C.H. Moore's funeral, which in itself is quite an interesting story. And then also talking about Victorian mourning customs and rituals and things like that. And then the house will actually be staged as if everyone in the household is in mourning and preparing for a funeral. And then in addition to that, the daily tours, we are also going to have something special in the evening. So in the evening, we will have Morning More Victorian Funeral Customs by candlelight. So again, the house will be all set up, staged for a period of mourning, as if, preparing for a funeral. We will have special artifacts related to Victorian mourning customs and whatnot on display. And the entire house on these 2 evenings will be lit by candlelight only. So those events will take place on October 14th with 2 time slots, 6 to 7 p.m. and 7 to 8 p.m. And then we will also be having the candlelight tours on the evening of October 27th, again with 2 time slots, 6 to 7 p.m. and 7 to 8 p.m. Now, those evening candlelight tours are by ticket only. So you need to purchase a ticket in advance. The tickets are $12 each, and they go on sale today. So you can stop by the museum to pick up your tickets, or if you find that that would not be convenient, you could also call the museum, and we can take your credit card number and hold your tickets at the door under your name. So anybody, from out of town, that might be an easier option. So we are very excited about this. Only a limited number of tickets per time slot. So I encourage people, if this is something they really think that they're interested in and want to take part in, I would encourage them to get their tickets early, especially if you want to be sure, to get that time slot and that date that you're wanting. But I'm very excited about us doing this. This isn't something that's going to happen every year. So, this is a one-time thing. And I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was just thinking this is going to get a lot of interest, I feel like. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we speak next month, we're talking about either limited availabilities or it's sold out. I just think it's going to be that popular. What do you think, Joey?
Well, indications are showing me that it is going to be very popular. So I have had, people in, for tours and whatnot, this summer. And I've mentioned this, if I thought this might be something they would be interested in. And a lot of people from out of town said, oh, yeah, we want to, we're going to definitely come back to that, wanting to buy tickets. And then I've actually had a couple of groups that, which I need to call them today, who, said once the tickets are out and ready for sale, please give us a call because we're going to come as a group. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Very good. Should be a good time. What prompted this event, Joey? How about that?
This is something that I have wanted to do for so many years, but it seemed like October would be the appropriate time to do something like that. Not that this is a scary ghost story kind of thing. No, this is respectful, presenting history kind of thing. But I think October is when people would be in the mood for something like that. And, after the festival at the end of September, everyone is so exhausted. Our volunteers, our board members, our staff, everyone, just absolutely exhausted. So this is something I'd wanted to do for a long time, but the calendar doesn't fall right. But this year it did. Kind of things just went into place. It gives us an entire week to be able to prepare for it before October 1st. And just seemed like now is the time. And I'm just really glad that, my board, when I brought the idea to them, that they were receptive to it. And I think it'll be really interesting to see, will this increase our daily attendance numbers? I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that it's just a really neat thing to offer the community to experience.
Well, Joey, let's wrap it up with just again how folks get tickets, and those are on sale today, correct?
Yes, today's the first day that they go on sale. So the tickets are $12 each. You're welcome to stop by the museum to purchase your tickets. The museum is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. We're also open 1 to 5 on Sundays. Or if you're out of town or it would be more convenient, anyone that would like to is welcome to give us a call, and we can do this over the phone with a credit card. Phone number for the museum is 217-935-6066.
Joey, just what's the summer bring for you? What's the rest of the summer look like at the museum?
Well, we just on Sunday, we had Dr. Marcia Young in for a special presentation.
Oh, right. How did that go?
Oh, it was wonderful. Very well attended. And she just did a wonderful, wonderful presentation. It was so nice.
Good. Joey, I don't mean to cut you off there. I do have to let us go, though, unfortunately. Joey Long, director of the DeWitt County Museum, our guest on the phone. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Network news on the way on the morning show.